What's something you're a total boomer about, even if you're with the times for most everything else? I shouldn't have to get an account for every fucking website I buy something from and be hit with spam every day. I know it's because you can opt out of ad tracking or whatever the change is that's made this more prevalent, but it's incredibly irritating. You sell me something, I give you cash. We're done. Edit. Yikes, this sparked opinions. Yes, it isn't necessarily only a boomer thing, and yes, I do have a spare email address I use most of the time. But it's the act of having to create an account in the first place regardless of what email I'm putting in that annoys me. Not everything needs its own fucking app. And I'm not giving you my cell phone number at the checkout when I'm buying toothpaste at Target. Cameras everywhere. The internet. Everyone filming everything all the time. Something happened in public that you don't want the whole world to see all the time for the rest of forever? Tough shit. Wanted to see the concert? Too bad. You can't see the stage through cameras. At an event or scenic spot? Gotta wade through the sea of IG models to get anywhere. Visiting family? You're about to see pictures of yourself you didn't even know were taken pop up on Facebook. Security cameras in houses. Your whole visit was just recorded. And those creepy spy cams? Yeah. People are using them as nanny cams. No one would ever think of using them for something pervy, and they certainly wouldn't put it online. FFs, I'm a photographer, videographer. I love cameras. But there's a time and a place. Not all the time and everywhere. News these days is not news, and social media is cancer. Let your kids play without electronics. QR codes for menus. I understand how it helped keep COVID contamination down. But as we've started to move on from the pandemic, it just feels like a shortcut. When I dine in somewhere, I want to have a physical menu in front of me. Nowadays it feels like a lack of effort from the restaurant. Cars. I absolutely hate the fact that new cars have all these computers and switches all over them. Kids should get snow days, damn it. There's nothing more magical than a surprise day off. The governor in my state announced that snow days would still happen during remote learning because they're kids. Car makers need to stop putting all of the car's controls on touch screens. Physical knobs are simpler, cheaper, and able to be manipulated without looking at them. In my car, if I'm using Google Maps and I want to change something specific with the climate control, I have to back out of two screens in Android Auto. Select Ford Sync, then select the climate tab all on the screen. Mine does have a couple physical buttons for temperature, fan speed and auto, but if I want to manually direct the air somewhere or most commonly turn off dual mode after someone has ridden with me, I have to go through that whole thing. All I really need is 3 knobs. How hot do you want it? Where do you want it, and how fast do you want it? Slite. Having to pay any subscription for my car. I shouldn't have to pay a subscription for remote start. Looking at you dodge. Voice recognition. I refuse to use Siri, Alexa, and whatever else they have. Turning this feature constantly on means it's constantly listening on me. Call me a boomer, but I'm not letting these companies legally listen to everything that I do. I'm fairly tech savvy otherwise. Edit. Just to be clear, I understand how it works. I know that if I choose the gadget to be voice activated, it has to listen for my voice 24/7 and the mic stays on the whole time. I choose to not have voice activation on anything, so when a gadget asks if I want it to listen for the call word, my answer is always, no. I don't know what gadget you use in what country. Here in USA it has to ask for the permission to have the mic open all the time. I'm an iPhone user, so I'm not familiar with Android phones, but my Android tablet always asks if I want to let a certain app use the mic. Unless it's a voice, text messaging app, the answer is always, no. My iPhone has a setting where it listens to, "Hey Siri," and it's turned off. In the very rare occasions where I need to use Siri, I have to press the side button first. It's like using the phone. The mic doesn't turn on until I use the phone app. My smart TV asked if I wanted to enable voice commands, and the answer was, no. This means the mic stays off. Otherwise I can sue the manufacturer for illegal wiretapping. I don't have an Alexa device, so Amazon has no way to capture the audio at home. Kids should be allowed to play outside, be bored, and fight most of their own battles against teachers and bullies, metaphorically. I refuse to deal with TikTok and find it stupid. These new names are absolutely awful. Yes, I agree that there are too many John Sarahs, but there's plenty of other strong names across all cultures and languages that already exist. We don't need you to make up a new word. And please stop spelling traditional names differently. It's not cute or unique. Being an older Gen Xer, both of my parents were born during the Great Depression. I do not replace anything that still works. I bought a new Dodge truck in 2000. It has 330,000 miles on it and serves its purpose as good as when it was new. The same goes for my flip phone and CRT television. I find it incredibly hard to throw anything out that still works. Having said that, I was able to retire at 54 though, so it is not a horrible thing. The CRT should be replaced though. Pays for itself in electricity costs. Especially the large CRTs, they can suck a lot of juice down. The rest is awesome though. I wish I could retire someday lol. People can identify as whatever they want, but it is not up to the other 98% of the population to pretend it is real. I refuse to watch TV on my phone. Fuck every retailer that wants to give me a fucking account. Fuck your points and data collection. I go in to buy a stick of deodorant at Target and have to bypass not putting in my phone number. Cashier always says, "Are you sure?" Like I'm a fucking idiot. Yes, I'm goddamn sure. You turned what should be a 5-minute interaction into a 10-minute hassle. Shut up and take my money. I am not tipping you if I'm ordering takeout. Stop asking on the damn machine. Sex work. Doing of posting nudes while in relationships like if it's a normal thing. I'm not in that culture. Call me a boomer for all I care.